beauties, happy Friday. Let me make sure I'm in the right group before I start just getting into all these numbers and details really quick. I gotta answer some questions. Okay, good. I am in Team Lippy Queen. All right, so let's talk about what you need to become a director. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Amberly. So this is probably gonna take, this is gonna be a longer video than usual because it does require math skills. And it took me a while to figure this out, but I finally figured it out today, so I'm super excited, so I wanted to share it with you guys. So, first things first. There we go. Oh, there. So, let's talk about director qualifications and what you need to become a director. So, first things first, you need 5,000 GV. So, your group volume needs to be at 5,000 GV. With that 5,000 GV, you need to have 1,500 side points. So that's what I see right here, 1,500 side points. So how you calculate that? Cue backdrop. Oh, thank you, India. Hi, Crystal. So how you calculate that is you take your GV of $5,000 in wholesale, which is 10,000 retail, and you have your recruit on your first line. She's at 3,500, so she's at 22%, I think, or is that 18%? I think that's 18%. So you're gonna take your highest girls on your first line, your 18%, your 22%, and your 25%. You take those numbers and you subtract it from your 5,000 GV. So for example, this person's GV, your GV is 5,000. Your Susie is at 18% and she's at 3,500 GV. You minus that, maybe that's 22%. I can't remember. Well, I have my graph here. What is that? 3,500? Yeah, that's still 18%, almost 22%. When you hit 36, you're 22. So you minus Susie's GV, which is 3,500, from your 5,000, and you want that number to be 1,500 or higher for side points, and you've become a director. So you need, your total GV needs to be 5,000. You're gonna take your 18s, your 22s, and your 25s. If you have multiple, like say you have, 20 girls on your team, and of those 20 girls, you have a girl that's 18, and you have a girl that's 22, and you have a girl that's 25, you're gonna add all that up together and minus that from your total GV. And when that number equals 1,500 or 1,500 or more, then you've become a director. So I just made it simple here with these numbers. So 5,000 GV minus your Susie, who is 3,500 GV, so she's at 18%, and you minus that and you get 1,500 side points and you've become a director. So let's talk about your leadership bonus. So you make, when you become a director, you're making your 25%, let me get this for you, your 25%, because that's the highest we make when you become a director. So 25%, 5,000 GV, and then 1,500 side points. So you're making 25% off of your personal volume because that's your personal bonus. So whatever personal volume you had that month, your PV, which has to be 125 or higher, so you get paid on your bonus, you get a 25% bonus on that. So 125 times 25% is a number, and that's your personal bonus. Then you make 25% on everyone's personal volume on your first line. So all those people you personally recruited, you make 25% on their PV, and that is your group volume bonus. Then you make a leadership bonus. So your leadership bonus is, again, you take your highest 18s, 22s, and 25 girls, you add those up together, and you get a number. Then you take that number and you put a, B, or C, or D, or E on it. Yes, honey?
Can you cut this?
I will after I'm done with this video. Thank you, honey. So how that would look is you take your all of those girls that are 18, 22s, and 25s on your first line, you add them together, and you minus that from all the girls that are 18s, 22s, and 25s on your second line, and you times that by 4%, and that equals your leadership bonus. So for me, it was actually really simple to calculate this because I only have 5 girls that were at 18, 22, and 25% on my first 5 lines. So it's really easy for me to calculate this. So for example, my number A would be Sherry. Sherry had $11,180.68 for GV in September. Michelle, and Sherry's a silver director. Michelle's a silver director. She had $8,534.87 total GV for September. Alicia is a 25%er. So that's like when we were just launching in pharmacy, that was what we considered a founder, but all the founder spots are full. So we just call you like a 25%, bonus earner. So she was at $5,933.93. Then we had Amberly. Amberly is a director. She was at $5,537.12. And then we had Renee. Renee was at 18%. Right, 18%, and she's at $22,584.79. So what I did is I took my A, which is Sherry, and I minused it from B, Michelle, and I got a number. Then I multiplied that number times 4%, which is 0.04, and that equals my bonus for just my first line, which was 105.83. Then I did that again for the rest of my lines. So I took Michelle's number, GV, which is 853,487, and I minus that from Alicia's GV, which was 5,933.93, got a number, multiplied that times 3%, which is 0.03, and I got $78.02 for that bonus on my line 2. Now my line 3, I took Alicia's GV, 5,933.93, I minused it from Amberly's GV, 553712, because they're both 25%ers. And I got $396.81 times 0.2%, $7.93 was my leadership bonus for my line 3. For my line 4, I took Amberly's GV, 553712, minused it from Renee's GV, which is 2584.79 because she was my 18% on my 5th line. Then I got $2,952.33 times that by 1.5%, which is 0.015, equals $44.28. So when I added my first 4 lines, I took all those numbers and added them up. My leadership bonus for September is $236.06. Oh, that took forever to figure out. I'm pretty sure I went over that really fast and you guys are like, what? I don't get it. So let me get, there it is, opportunity booklet. It has a graphic here. There's a video in the back office. Video, it's called the opportunity plan or compensation plan, video number 3. It talks about all this. And I understood it until they showed this graph right here. When they showed this and this huge bonus, I was like, well, how did they get that? This is how they got it. Again, they minused your A, which is Sherry, my B, which is Michelle, times, so Sherry's group volume minus Michelle's group volume times 4%, and that equaled for me $105.83. These numbers right here, this 150 minus 80, that's $150,000 minus $80,000, which means her 4% bonus was $2,800. That's why I was so confused, because I was like, how are they getting this? Because they use an example in the video, which is very close to what our team did in September. We're very close to that group volume that they show in the video for the compensation plan on your directorship and your leadership bonus. we were very close to that. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna get $4,800 or $4,500 bonus because our team matched that number that they used in the example. No, I thought they were gonna use those numbers in here and show us how we were paid, but they didn't. They just jumped and gave this ginormous amount of Sherry selling $150,000, which is GV, which would mean she sold $300,000 retail, minus $80,000, which would be Michelle, which in retail is $160,000, and that would have been your bonus, $2,800. So if your numbers are like what they show in this graph, you're like at the boss level. You're like president boss level of selling $150,000. Because, yeah, president and boss. So yeah, so they're showing the example of what your bonuses would make, what you would make when you're a boss. So $150,000 minus your vice president of $80,000, and your bonus for that first line would be $2,800. So you can make this when you hit the top of our compensation plan. So when Christina Hernandez hits boss, those are what her leadership bonuses checks are gonna look. Her leadership bonuses checks are gonna look like. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. But that's right at the top. So that's why I was so confused, because I was like, how are they taking an example of a 15,000 GV person and then getting these numbers here? I just couldn't understand it. Like, I couldn't get it. But then I figured it out when I used my GV and Sherry's and Michelle's and Alicia's and Amberly's and Renee's, because those are our top 18s and 22s and 25% people. Then I figured it out. So again, you take your highest girls, your 18s, 22s, and 25s. Where is that visual? So you take your highest girls, your 18s, your 22s, and your 25s, and you add those up. But for us, because we're just starting to build this huge team, it was really easy because there was only 5 of us. So you take those, add them up, minus them from the highest 18s and 22s and 25s on your next line, and then you get a number and you times that by the percentage that you earned. So I hope that made sense. I'll go over this again. It's really confusing, but I figured it out. So you want to go through your timeline, and you want to find your girls who are 18s, 22s, and 25%. And for me, that was Sherry, Michelle, Alicia, Amberly, and Renee. And I wrote down all their GVs for September. Luckily, I did this at the end of the month last month, or else I wouldn't even know how to calculate this. But luckily, I was smart enough to write all these girls' numbers down, except for Renee's. I had to ask Renee for hers. But I was smart enough to write all those down so I could do this. Let me see if I'm missing any. Hi Alice. Hi, how you doing? Hi Renee. Okay, so I took all my 22s, 18s, and 25%, and I wrote them down. Then Sherry's my first line, so she got an A because she's on my first line. Then Michelle's my second line because she's under Sherry, so she's my B. Then Alicia is my C because she's my third line because she's under Michelle, so she's my C. Then Amberly is my fourth line, so she's my number D. And then Renee is my fifth line, she's my number E. Then you take their GVs, A minus B times 4% equals your bonus. B minus C times 3% equals your bonus. C minus D times 2% equals your bonus. D minus E times 1.5%, which is 0.015, equals your bonus. And then you add those up, and you get your total bonus. So I added all of them up, and I got my total bonus, 236.06. So I hope that makes sense. When you're close to making director, it gets really exciting because then you're making all these extra bonuses. So And that's on top of your team building bonus of $40 for each girl that you get active and qualified. Remember, to be active and qualified, you have to have 125 PV to get paid on your bonuses. No matter what bonus it is, you have to be active and qualified with 125 PV first by the end of the month. You have to be active and qualified with 125 PV to get paid any bonus. And that's the team building bonus of $40 for each girl who gets active and qualified in her first month. That's the title change bonus for when you're making your 9%, your 12%, your 15%, and your 18% titles. You have to be active and qualified to get paid that bonus. Your group volume bonus, which is your 3% to your 25%. You have to be active and qualified to get paid these bonuses. So by the end of the month, to get paid your 3% to 25%. And then your personal bonus, because when you make these, you also make a personal bonus, 3% on your personal volume. You have to be active and qualified to get paid those bonuses. You don't have to be active to get paid your commission on your personal sales. So people coming to your website and purchasing on your website, you make 50% commission, period, when someone goes to your website and purchases something from you. All day, all long, you're making 50%. The only thing you have to worry about is when you start making your 3% and above, then you have to be active and qualified to get paid that bonus. When you start recruiting girls to your team who get active and qualified by the end of their first month that they joined, then you have to be active and qualified to get paid that team building bonus. When you reach 9, 12, 15, 18% bonus ranks, you have to be active and qualified to get those title change bonuses. When you hit director of 5,000 GV and have your 1,500 side points, you have to be active and qualified to get your leadership bonus. So I hope that makes sense. I know that was a lot of numbers thrown at you, and if you're like me, that's like overwhelming. Let me see if there's any questions. Okay, so does that make sense? I'll go over this again. I'll make a better, or I'll do it on the whiteboard for the leadership bonus. But I wanted to make sure you understood first what you need to become a director. So that's why I wrote this on the board, because first you got to do this. Then you get your leadership bonus. But first you got to do this. So you got to get 5,000 GV with your 1,500 side points. So you take your highest 18s, 22s, and 25s, you add that together, you get a number. You take that number and minus it from your 5,000 GV, and you want it to be 1,500 or more, and then you're a director. And then you make your leadership bonus, which is a whole lot of numbers. A whole lot of numbers. So I hope that helps, guys. And ladies, let me know. Do I need to go over it again, or should I just let this marinate for a little bit and then we can talk about it again next week? Because every Friday I go over our compensation plan. So if you have any questions about the compensation plan, let me know. I'm here to answer. And I'm just waiting. And thank God I took all those math classes in college. I never thought I'd use them, but oh boy. I'm using them now. So whoever said you don't use math when you're older, lied. They lied. Okay, so no more questions? All right. So, hope that makes sense. Let me know if you need clarification on any of the bonuses, because I think I got it down. So, message me if you need clarification on any of the bonuses. I'll be glad to help you. And if your goal is to become director, let us know, let your leaders know, let your uplines know, so we can help you create a game plan to make it happen, because we want to see some directors promote in this group. Yeah, it took me a while. It took me a while. The videos in our back office confused the heck out of me. So I had to use our team as an example to figure it all out, because the way that they explain it in the videos, they just jump all over the place, and A doesn't correlate to B, and it just didn't make sense. So it confused me. But now I think I got it. I think I got it. And I used our team as an example, because I'm like, how did I get this bonus? What really helped is I went into our back office and I looked in our points details, not points details, bonus information. And I could see, as I promoted in the company, what bonuses I made on everyone on my first line. So that helps me with the group volume bonus and the personal bonus. But when I hit director in August, it just lumped everything all together in this one lump payment, and I couldn't tell where they got that money from. Like, I couldn't see, oh, this is what I got from Sherry's line, and this is what I got from Michelle's line, and this is what I got from Alicia's line, and this is what I got from Amberly's line. I couldn't see that. It just lumped it all together. So I had to use the graph that they have in here, this graph, but put our GV totals in there, and then I figured it out. Because the numbers they have in here are for when you're a boss. And that's what I figured it out too. So I was like, how did they get from 15,000 GV to 150? I couldn't understand that, but I figured it out. It just took a while. It just took a while. Oh, my brain hurts so much. For a whole month, I tried to figure that out, ladies. Whole month. Thank God for coffee. All right, so I just want to get active and qualified. 125 PV, that's all you need, sweetheart. 125 PV. And your customers' orders count toward that. So any person that goes to your website and places an order on your website, it counts towards that. You're not going to see it in your PV number. You'll see it as a B2C. So I'll write that here. B2C in the back office is your customers' orders on your website. So when you look in your back office and you see a number with B2C, that's your customers' orders from your website, and that's in wholesale amount. So that's your 50% commission. So for example, on mine, oh, I can't share the screen anymore. I'd have to do another live video. On mine, I had a customer come onto my website and buy 2 lipsticks. And so that number, or my commission on that, was $13.90. And you'll see that in the B2C column in your back office. So if you have questions on that, let me know. There's another video I did on how to understand what the back office looks like. It's a long video. It's 45 minutes long. But if you need help figuring out everything in the back office and what it means, let me know. I'll tag you in the video. And try to do it when you have time and don't have any distractions, because it's a long video. It's pretty long. Wait, I'm just active, just not qualified. You're active. Okay, so you don't have 125 PV. So when you're active, that means you sold something. You either bought something or you sold something. That means you're active. When you're qualified is when you have 125 PV, which means you sold $250 retail or purchased $250 retail, or a combination of the both, because your personal purchases count and your customer purchases count towards your 125 PV. And you have till the end of the month to do that. As long as you get that by the end of the month, then you are guaranteed to get paid all your bonuses. So that's why I always tell everyone, shoot to get active and qualified by the end of the month with 125 PV, so that you're guaranteed to get paid all of your bonuses, all of them. Your 50% commission doesn't count towards that. You'll always get your 50% commission no matter what you sell. No matter how much you sell on your website, you'll always get 50% commission on that. The active or the qualified part, the 125 PV, that's the requirement you need to get paid on your bonuses. Okay. You did a great job. Oh, thanks, India. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna let you ladies go. I hope I didn't confuse you too much, but let's see some directors. I want to promote some new directors. I got some new jewelry from my plunder rep. She's so generous and gave me a great deal. So I want to give some of that away. So have a great month, ladies. Message me if you need help with anything. anything. I'll see you tomorrow for our Sales Tip Saturday. Tomorrow I'm going to do a display, a mock table of the vendor event table as an example. So if you're interested in getting in front of people and like talking to the masses, definitely do vendor events. Look on Facebook for your local network marketing groups. I'm talking about groups that meet in person, not just in a Facebook group, like people that meet in person once a month who are with direct sales companies. There's local groups that do that in your area. Find one, join it, and do their vendor events, because that's a great way to get in front of the masses and meet new people. So tomorrow I'm going to set up a mock table tonight of how an example of what a vendor event table would look like with skincare and makeup. And I will go live and show it to you, and I'll take pictures so you can have it on your phone for examples. So have a great day, ladies. I love you. And I'm going to go take a nap because my brain hurts.